So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye, Mike Weber. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
93. Bravo.
Now Carr. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 734. Rush in. Express.
Now Weber. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Box truck.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A run for Weber. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Weber. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On first down, Weber. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Go, 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 go. Ready?
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Gardner Minshew in at quarterback. His pass.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
These two teams all tied after one. From just shy of midfield, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Weber, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Weber. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, it's Weber. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Express 694. 44 to my. Hey, Haywood. Right now. Watch it.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 45 on second down. Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got Evans. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down now, Edmonds. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
94 is the money. 94 is the money. It's been a long day for you. Hey! Hey! High 7!
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Minshew. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, it's Weaver. Fights him off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Express. Mike 48. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Watch out.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try the left side. Weber. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go. Go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check 15, check 50. Express. Check it back. Topper.
They'll run again here with Weber. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Weaver. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Try to do better. Come on, 9.
On second down now. It's Weaver looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Hey, Echo. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. You're out. Yo, Cheetah. Get it.
On second down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Minshew. And they're going to find John Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, lock it. 15, line it. 15, line it. Beat them.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Set. 10 Tucson. Check 24. Now. Gone.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it, and he's weighing that through his head right now.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tim Williams leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Go, go. No.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, dude.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards on the ground.
And the Browns first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. 80 weapons. 637. Hey, Alpha. Under 10. 10.
To throw his Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Weber. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
Shut down. You're mine. Shut it in. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Carr going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 22, Minshew finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, exit.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Minshew sets to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game.
Watch the screen. Hey, orbit. Hey, jet. 94 is the mark. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Looking to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Weber. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Right here.
And the blitz does come. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check 48. Express. Hey, 734. 48, Mike. 48. Go Chief. Check back. Check 3. Express. 93. Bravo. Get ready.
To throw his car. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Express. Hey, Foxtrot. Low.
Carr going to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is
Mike Evans. He's going to go. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cleveland, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week.